Hello guys, and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I'm here today with the PTU Patch 2.1a. So the 2.1 patch adds a loads of stuff. I've done a video about it a few days ago. But I'm here giving a little bit more love to the Freelancer. In like the PTU journals that I do, I'll be concentrating on a couple of things every video until the actual patch goes live. And today, it's going to be the Freelancer. I'm so heavily impressed by this ship now. In 2.1, in the actual original 2.1 release a couple of days ago, the Freelancer was broken and all the audio was bugged. But now, I can fly it around in Vandal Swarm and in Port Olisar. And it's got 4 size 4 cannons of the C788s. Those are massive size 4 ballistic cannons. And normally one of them will put something out of action, or at least knock it about so much. But a couple of them hitting, 4 of them hitting, it just blasts anything out of the actual stars, man. It is so brutal. And here I'm just gonna try and wipe out a wave on the Elite Wave 6. Without them doing much. Let's see what I can do here. It's really easy to use. It's got a load of missiles as well, the Freelancer. But just these weapons, they're so easy to hit with as well. They're so accurate. Let's fire a couple of shots. I don't need to make sure they've hit. I'm pretty sure they've hit. Yeah, that one's dead, probably. And if they're not dead, they are so out of action. That's the priest. And they just fly everywhere like ragdolls. Oh, come on. An important thing to remember with the Freelancer is to turn G-Safe off. It only goes at 175 meters a second, so you can easily turn G-Safe off without having to worry about turning. It performs really well. I mean, obviously you haven't got great visibility, but you've got the visibility you need. I mean, you've got the HUD. The HUD tells you where the enemies are. You can keep them in that strip anyway when you're fighting, so it doesn't really matter. And you can just annihilate a wave of people. And when you're fighting like a Super Hornet or something, you get a couple of hits on that Super Hornet, it's feeling it. It really is. And I just really love this ship. I think this is super powerful. I mean, if they're... I'd consider getting a Freelancer miss if they're going to make them this powerful. I wanted a ship with big guns on it that I could fly single player if I wanted to. I want a relatively small, large gunboat. And at the moment in this PTU, this is it. I mean, yeah, it might get balanced. It might get knocked down to 4 size 3s on its wings or something, rather than on its wings, on its turrets, rather than 4 size 4s. But it might not. And the Freelancer miss is going to be the combat variant. I mean, that's going to be really, really strong. I mean, this has got so much shield as well, and I just treat the Vandal like that, like I'm invincible. I mean, I don't really take much damage from them. I mean, I'm a relatively easy target compared to a lot of ships. But if you're combining that in like Port Olisar in the PU, you can go into cruise mode to avoid damage, or I can just double tap shift to use my afterburner. So obviously now we've got boost and afterburner. So if you hold shift, you'll be more agile effectively. You'll be able to turn more sharply, or be able to stop quicker. If you double tap shift, so press shift again, you will have a burst of speed. So proper afterburner. I have lost a gun here though, which I was not expecting. But it shouldn't make much of a difference. The gun is pretty strong. So even just hitting once or twice is just going to obliterate them anyway. And the thing is that when you've hit them, you know they're dead. Even when they just fly off somewhere else and they've got a few seconds of life left. And I haven't even really started using missiles yet. So the turning and maneuvering on the ship is pretty good for me. And I'm assuming it's going to be pretty good for joystick users as well. I use relative mode on the mouse, so I'd use basically fixed gimbal mode. Especially if you're using gimbals with this, it should work pretty damn well with gimbal users, because obviously those side-mounted turrets are all gimbaled anyway. Yeah, I'm really loving the Freelancer. Doesn't actually really show any damage. I can't see any damage states at the moment. Which is a little annoying. But yeah, the Vandal are no trouble at all. And I haven't really found players to be much of a trouble. I haven't fought any Constellations in it yet. And I haven't multi-crewed it properly yet. Me and Sen are going to be multi-crewing later. It's probably for another video. So the next video I do will probably be multi-crewing in the Freelancer around the verse. Because I think it's a great ship for that. It's so powerful at the moment. And if it stays that way, I'll probably buy one. I'll probably buy one over the Vanguard. Which I never thought I'd say. I just love them. Look at that. Look at those explosions. And the audio's been fixed as well now. I'm really impressed with 2.1a. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think it's a potential release build. I've had some great success with it already. Yeah, this PTU is shaping up very, very fast. What's also pretty damn impressive is it's got 4 crew stations in the front of this ship. It's got the escape pods and bunk beds, and then it's got that gun turret on the back as well. That's basically 5 crewmen. And I feel that I can fly this as a single person. But having 5 crewmen on it's going to be absolutely great for doing so many different things that you don't necessarily want multiple ships for. But in general, in 2.1, performance is up. I've got really high FPS compared to what I do normally. I can put everything on maximum high settings. Don't need to use any form of user.cfg for better performance. Basically, stability. I very, very, very rarely have a crash. I do have some issues getting into the game sometimes. Still issues joining friends, but you do occasionally get into a game with friends. You just have to keep on trying. You have to make sure they're added to your friends list. Then you can see what instance they're in. And then you just keep on trying to join their instance. And yeah, it is a little annoying. But once that gets sorted, in hopefully a hotfix or 2.2, I'm going to be really, really happy with this. I'm absolutely loving the Freelancer. I'm going to be doing some videos on it, actually doing missions. I'll probably do a whole playthrough of Port Olisar 2.1 as it is now with a mate, with Zen, in the Freelancer. And we'll do that next time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me. And I'll see you in the verse.